As humans, we all want the best for ourselves. We go through life every day, weighing options and trying to make choices that will be favorable to us, either long-term or short-term. Decision making is healthy, but the problem is that sometimes the choices we make only increase our anxiety and despair, leading us into bad habits that hurt us and destroy our chances of finding lasting contentment. In this video, I will share with you 13 things that we do to ruin our lives. 1. Being around toxic people. Bad relationships with toxic people steal your happiness. Their words and actions can drastically affect your mindset. The sad reality is toxic people don't care about you and never will, no matter how hard you try to impress them. It will be best if you are wary of people who continuously negate your opinions, those who only turn up when they need something, or who don't respect your boundaries or wishes, and the likes of other toxic people. Don't let bad relationships continue to hurt you or bring you down. You ought to be at all times assertive and confident in whom you are. 2. Skipping meals. Whether it is because of the busyness of the day, headphones on, fingers furiously typing, and you're completely engrossed in answering and sending emails, or a deliberate act in an attempt to lose weight, skipping meals is never a good idea. Skipping meals causes your metabolism to slow down, causing weight gain or making it harder to lose weight. Skipping meals also decreases your blood sugar level, which in turn causes an interruption in your ability to think and other diseases. When you skip meals, your physical health is affected. 3. Polluting the environment. There is a saying that says the environment reciprocates man's actions to man. What this quote means is that it is the way the man treats his surrounding, land, air, and water that determines whether the surrounding will be fit to stay in or not. Every minute, people consciously and subconsciously do carry out activities such as bush burning, dumping waste inappropriately, and so on that hurts the environment. The environment in response to our actions makes it difficult for us to thrive in. An untidy environment will not only cause sickness but also result in a loss of creativity and confidence. 4. Spending to impress. Goodreads writer Edmund Mibiaka once said, "Any moment spent to impress others makes life harder than it already has." Many times, to meet up with a specific social class, we try to live beyond our standards to impress. Surprisingly, people not only spend money to impress those they love, but they also attempt to outdo people they don't like. The fact is that spending money on material possessions might make you feel better in the short term, but it won't help you reach your future financial goals at all, which will lead you to regrets later on. 5. Ignoring your weaknesses. Many individuals make the mistake of ignoring their shortcomings. While it is utterly essential to find and develop on your strength, overlooking your flaws is dangerous. Many people deny their faults even when others bring them to their notice. The truth is that no matter how high your strengths take you, little weaknesses, if not handled, can drag you down. 6. Not being present. Research shows that those who stay focused on the current are happier and feel more connected to others, who are bothered continuously about either their past or future. The past is often filled with regrets and blames, while the future, anxiety about what is to come and your ability to handle it. These thoughts will make it likely for you to miss experiences and opportunities right in front of you. You must live in the present to be engaged with where you are and who you're with. Otherwise, without even realizing it, you are letting life pass you. Practice mindfulness by focusing your consciousness on the present moment. 7. Comparing yourself with others. It is often so easy to look at someone else and think that they have the perfect career, the happiest relationships, make more money, or seem more attractive. But comparisons are never fair, because we are all unique human beings with our talents, fears, passions, and traits. We have vastly different life experiences, desires, and goals. As often as you can, Remind yourself that no one has a perfect life. Many times comparisons, rather than motivate you, amount to you having low self-esteem. Lack of confidence has numerous adverse effects, one of which is that it hinders you from achieving success in life. 8. Holding grudges. How do you act when someone hurts you? Do you forgive, or is revenge your solution? Well, it may seem justifiable to hold a grudge. After all, the person caused you pain. But then again, holding a grudge against someone damages you even more than the other person. In the words of Mark Twain, anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. When you hold on to resentment, frustration, and negative energy, not only are you allowing that anger at another person to rule your life, you are letting it cause you health problems at the same time. 9. Trying to control what you can't. Spending a great deal of time and effort making plans, only to discover life has taken you on an entirely different path, is indeed frustrating. However, the irony of life is that because you spend all your time and energy trying to come up with the perfect way to plan and predict the world around you, it is not a guarantee that things are not always going to go your way. You have to learn to let go. Too often, our desire to control everything is rooted in anxiety and fear. We believe the worst will happen if we aren't behind the wheel. Trying to control everything means wanting to control the universe, which of course is an absurd battle. You'll end up being extremely unhappy. Instead of trying to control every detail, allow life to unfold naturally. Feel the freedom that comes from loosening your grip on what you have no control over. 10. Procrastination. We all, from time to time, put off the task we dread, or invent excuses to explain why we haven't done something we agreed to do. But chronic procrastination does real damage to your long-term happiness. By procrastinating, you are losing precious time and energy that you should be using to pursue your goals and dreams. No wonder an anonymous individual once said, "Procrastination is a grave where dreams are buried." Because each time we put off something important that we wish to accomplish, we bury goals and opportunities which in the long run destroy our lives. From time to time, ask yourself, when I look back, will I feel frustrated and annoyed at how I spent my time? Or will the feeling be that of accomplishment and pride? Not only does it lead to loss of time to pursue your dreams if you procrastinate too much with something, but it will also most likely start to stress you out and cause anxiety, especially when other people or things are involved. 11. Doubting your abilities. We believe we must set high expectations and be hard on ourselves when we fall short. After all, self-criticism is necessary to identify your flaws and perfect your craft. Indeed, it is vital to be aware of the areas that you need to work on. However, this awareness ought not to lead to a lack of self-confidence in yourself. Even though a bloated ego will get you nowhere fast, continually beating yourself up or putting yourself down is not helpful either. Negative self-talk will only hurt you and keep you from realizing true happiness. The key to a better life is to examine the reasons you're so harsh on yourself and improving them, rather than letting them cloud your judgment about yourself. Are you genuinely disappointed because you know you can do better? Or do you assume that there is nothing more to you? 12. Ignoring your online reputation. Whether you are aware of it or not, you are a brand. And nowadays, your online presence constitutes a higher percent of your identity. You must be careful about your online activities, as they have a substantial effect on your life generally. The story of the US-based fashion entrepreneur who committed suicide because he was accused online of sexual abuse is one that relays the impact of online reputation. When you become successful, people will post negative things about you online. Never take those complaints or comments lightly. Protect your brand and respond immediately by phone or a direct message. Typically, when you express to someone that you care and you want to address the issue peacefully, they will retract the post or even share how great you are. Treat these situations as opportunities, not problems. But you have to know which battles to fight and which to walk away from. Some people want to make noise and spread negativity, and those are the ones to avoid. 13. Being fake. Your status doesn't just hang on your work or credentials. Instead, it's a product of the energy you give off. You can show yourself as an impressive person who has achieved incredible things, but that won't override the certainty of what others intuitively feel about you. Often, people can tell if you're inauthentic. All the elements of success depends on you being true to yourself. When you live unapologetically in line with your values, your light will shine in a way that is impossible to ignore. But when you decide to copy others and claim to be who you are not, you are doomed. Many times we are not aware of the effects of our actions, as they are mostly subtle. However, as much as possible, you must endeavor to practice mindfulness and be conscious of the effects of your daily decisions in your life.